Hector was an odd child. School was not a stage on which the boy shined. For him, the gray cinder-block walls were like a prison, and Mr. Periwinkle the cruel warden. Hector had often wondered how a man could leave his house with such tremendous nose hair spilling out. In sports, his performance was less than spectacular, due in part, no doubt, to how easily he was distracted. Thus, he often found himself playing alone in his yard, a situation that was well suited to Hector's hobbies, which include mastering the mysteries of the farmer's blow, a rare and powerful trick sure to impress the girls once he got it just right. He kept a secret museum filled with all of the relics sacred to his adventures. He had, amongst other treasures, mason jars full of creepy yard monsters, a stack of horror comics he had rescued from a trash can, and the mummified head of what could be a cat, raccoon, or perhaps a baby chupacabra. Who can say? But of all of his hobbies, none compared with Hector's love of the mystic art of the stick sword. He spent countless hours combing the alleys and dumpsters for the perfect wood with which to forge his mighty, blazing weapons any hero would be proud to smash evil with. Behold the stealth with which he stalks his prey. The poor fool never stood a chance. This wicked jack-o'-lantern will rue the day he crossed paths with the mighty Hector. Having vanquished his enemy, the young warrior took it upon himself to rest on a bed of crisp, fresh fallen leaves, and it is there that Hector dreamed a most wondrous dream. Behold, this was no ordinary dream. Here was a dream world of impossible magic. The sky was filled with huge, scintillating stars such as he'd never seen, and the moon, well, just look at that moon. Hector wondered, could it be that this place was the real world and the other side was the dream? Each step brought him to a place more fantastic than the last. Destiny called, and he rushed along into the mystery and the unknown. At last he arrived at the edge of everything. Hector looked into the sky and saw such wonderful things. But wait, what's that? There in the water, some foul thing lurking. No! Hector shouted at the top of his lungs. As if in response to his cries, the Nightmare Factory spit out a horrible machine. Hector reached for his stick sword. If this beast wanted trouble, he'd get it all right. But his stick sword was not there. He'd forgotten it back at the well. Run, Hector, run! And run he did. He ran with all he had, and behind him the roar of the wicked machine grew louder and louder. Metal jaws with rusted teeth snapped at his heels. It's over, he thought. I'm fish food. But then in the distance he saw it, his salvation, his uncanny power incarnate, his stick sword. Now, if he could only reach it in time. Come on, Hector, come on! The blast of a backfiring bug awoke him just in time. Another second and he'd have been a goner. In his head, he knew it had all been a dream, but there was a deeper feeling that it was probably something more.